A lot of students were asking me to cover and explain the tips and tricks for PTE reading section. In this video, I have made sure that I try my best to explain the strategies, tips, and tricks to get the answers correctly and quickly for reading fill in the blanks and reading writing fill in the blanks. Make sure you watch this video till the end. For free PT resources, for free NATI and IELTS resources, go to our website mockmaster.ai, and for PT, IELTS and NATI classes, go to our website oneaustraliagroup.com. I'm Malcolm. Make sure you follow our channel and make sure you like and share this video. Good luck.
Hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Can all of you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Very good morning. Thanks for waiting, guys. Sorry I'm a bit late.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Hello, very good morning. So generally every Friday we do a reading class. And just give me a moment, guys. I'll just share my screen and then we can start with today's class as well. All right, just give me a moment. Thank you very much. Okay, I hope all of you can see the question on my screen, yeah? So generally on every Friday, we do reading and writing fill in the blanks. So this is the first question for today's test. You have 5 blanks, and for each blank, you have 4 options given in the horizontal line. So I'll give you all like 1 minute and 15 seconds. Please solve it and then we will discuss it. Thank you. Okay, guys, time up. Let's discuss the answers. All of you can unmute your mic and participate. Can all of you unmute your mic, please, to participate? And yes, Aman, I have read your question. I'll answer it shortly, okay? I will answer your question shortly, Aman. So if we read the first one, it very clearly says that climate change has dashed the urgency for sustainable practices, which is a positive thing. So which blank do you think will fit in the first answer?
Undermine.
See, undermine is a negative word. Undermine means you don't respect. Undermine means you neglect, you ignore, or you don't respect. Your urgency for sustainable practices is what? Something which is required. Sustainable means something which can survive for a long time.
Intensified.
So the correct answer should be intensified. Because of climate change, now it has become even more urgent that we should use sustainable practices for our survival. So it has intensified, it has increased the dependence or urgency for that. Now the next sentence starts with while. So generally when a sentence starts with while, it is either a comparison between two things or it's an ongoing situation. Okay, either a comparison or an ongoing situation. While renewable energy sources dash progress.
Unify.
Renewable energy sources dash progress.
Represent.
Represent.
Is represent the best word, or do we have a better sounding word? I think we do.
Demonstrate.
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 While renewable energy sources demonstrate progress, they don't literally like represent, but they are in form a demonstration of the progress which we have made. So they are an example. So represent, demonstrate, very similar, but demonstrate in this context is a better option. So I think we have to, choose demonstrate because it's a better option. And as I said, if a sentence starts with while, either there's a comparison. So in this case, industries still dash dependence on fossil fuels. Means industries are still dependent on fossil fuels. So this part, abandoned is negative, so you don't use it. Relinquish means to give up, to let go. It is a synonym of abandon, means to let go or to run away from some place. And conceal is also negative. Conceal means to hide something. It is the opposite of reveal. So the correct answer should be sustain. Industries still sustain dependence on fossil fuels. And so in a way, it means they still have dependence on fossil fuels. Okay, unless international cooperation dash the crisis. Now, crisis is something positive or negative?
Negative.
Obviously something negative. And the previous sentence starts with unless, so it will be positive, which means you need a positive word. So which word is positive over here? Strengthens. Obviously, strengthens is a very positive word. So unless international cooperation strengthens, the crisis will dash further.
Escalate further.
Escalate. What is the meaning of escalate? What does it mean?
Expand.
Increase.
Like it will like increase very rapidly. Not only increase, but increase very quickly. Like explode in a sense, So that is the meaning of to escalate. So I'll just quickly tick the answers again. The first one is intensified. The second one is demonstrate. The third one is sustain. The fourth one is strengthens. And the fifth one is escalate. Now, friends, please remember in any reading question in PTE, there is no negative marking. What I mean is in the fill in the blanks. So even if you don't know the answer, it is always a smarter thing to click something and try your luck. So don't leave anything unattempted. Attempt everything. And in case if you have a pen and a paper, please write down your score. Each blank is worth 1 point. So the total in this question will be worth out of 5 points. 1 for correct, 0 for incorrect. Let's continue, okay? If at any time, if anyone has any question, feel free to ask me. Okay, this is the next question. Please solve it. I'll give you all 1 minute. Thank you.
Global ratio of a dash patterns of inequality.
Also, after the second blank, there is a comma.
So second is declines.
Yeah, first solve it, then I'll discuss the answers. You have 30 more seconds. All right, guys, time up. Let's please discuss and check. Global recessions often dash patterns of inequality.
Elevate.
Recession. What is a recession?
It's negative, reinforced.
It's negative. And inequality, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Negative, negative. So in between, what do you have? You have something positive. Is distort positive or negative? The last option? Negative.
Negative.
Conceal negative.
Negative.
Out of the first two, you need to choose one.
Reinforce.
The correct answer is reinforce. Alleviate means to reduce the pain. For example, to alleviate the pain, you apply a band-aid on your wound. So that is, for example, the meaning of alleviate. So the correct option is reinforce, means makes us believe even more. Reinforce the belief. Okay, let's continue. When consumer confidence dash, comma, markets dash rapidly. Which verb form will fit? Confidence, is it countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
An uncountable noun. You cannot count confidence, right? So after an uncountable noun, in which
Declines.
form do we have the verb? We have it in the ES form, if it's in the present tense. So what is the correct answer?
Declines.
Declines, the first option. Always remember, after an uncountable noun, if you have a verb which is a blank, and if it's in the present tense, 100% it has to be in the ES form. It cannot be without S. Please remember that. Markets dash rapidly.
Fluctuate.
Fluctuate.
Arey bhai, but
Collapse.
it says confidence decline.
Stabilize.
Collapse.
When the confidence goes down, how can the markets stabilize? In fact, it's the opposite. The correct answer is collapse. Collapse means what? Fall down. Collapse. The person collapsed without oxygen means dead. So the markets plunge. Have you heard the word plunge? Plunge. Means to fall down very quickly and drastically. Similarly, collapse. If fiscal policies, fiscal means something like economic policies, something to do with the country's economy, but on a very large scale. If fiscal policies dash effectively,
Implemented.
actually there is a word which is missing, right? Which word is missing? Can somebody tell me? The answer is implemented, but what should come before implemented? Correct. Are implemented, because policies is plural and are should be there as a helping verb before the actual verb. So yeah, are implemented effectively. Recovery can dash sooner than expected.
When is
So basically, if something positive is happening, recovery can dash sooner than expected. Again, you need a positive word. No, effectively is what? Effectively is positive, right? Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Effective management means positive. So recovery can happen. Okay, if no option is given, which word would you choose? Happen. Recovery can happen sooner rather than expected. So happen, which word is a synonym? Is vanish a synonym of happen? No.
No, materialized.
Yeah, the correct answer is materialize. Materialize means something concrete happens. Your dreams will materialize when you get the permanent residency of Australia. Means they will come true. Materialize means to happen, to come true. So that is the meaning. Deteriorate is a negative word. Deteriorate means from bad to worse. And what is the meaning of stagnate? Have you heard the word stagnation? Stagnate means what?
stuck?
Like a stop.
Stable.
Stable, but not in a good way. Like the economy is stagnant. Like water in a pond is stagnant. Stagnant means what? Not moving at all. No movement, dead.
Neutral.
So yeah, it's something like neutral, but generally in a negative way. Stagnant means there is no movement at all. So like in the market terminology, like stock market trading, if something is stagnant, it's not good, And stagnate is the verb form, and stagnant is the thing, like the adjective. Okay, so the first is reinforce, the second is declines, the third is collapse, the fourth is implemented, and the fifth is materialize. Whenever you solve blanks, even if you are wrong, but when you correct your answers, try to understand the meaning like this, try to read aloud the way I'm reading. So that in your brain, when you hear your own sound and your own words, you understand things, you retain things for a longer time, always. Let's go to the next one, guys. Oops. Okay, solve this one quickly. I'll give you all 1 minute, then we discuss.
Evolution.
Guys, is it done? Is it done?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Great. So let's discuss now. Revolutions, you know what's a revolution, right? Like the industrial revolution. Basically, people coming together to oppose the existing government or the system. That's called a revolution, like the French Revolution, for example. Okay, revolutions have often dash from discontent and oppression, which is the best collocation with the word from.
Emerged.
First,
Immersed.
Immersed.
The
Immersed.
first one. You emerge from means you come out from, you take birth from something or someone. That is the meaning of emerge, come out. Emerged from discontent and oppression. Both words are extremely negative words. Leaders dash bold ideas.
Propagated.
Propagated.
Very
Propagated.
good. Propagated. What does it mean? It's a correct answer. What does it mean? To
Spread.
propagate.
Pro-
Yes, it means to spread. To propagate means to spread in your environment. Propagate. Though means, what is the meaning of though? Though is like but.
Hmm.
Though outcomes sometimes dash their promises.
Contradict.
Contradict.
Yes, contradict. What happens is not what they promised. They promised a new road, but still the road is very old and damaged. Now if is a conditional statement. If then, if this happens, then that will happen. If institutions dash fragile.
Remain.
Remain.
Now
Remain.
institutions is plural ending with S. So the verb after it will not end with S. So the correct answer will be remain. What is the meaning of fragile? What does it mean?
Weak.
Easy to
Weak.
Fragile means very delicate, very weak and delicate. You must have seen at airports, fragile, handle with care. So that means fragile, weak. Okay. Power struggles may dash instability.
Ignite.
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 Ignite. What is the meaning of ignite? Instability means create instability.
Give rise to.
Give rise to. Correct. So in this question, all the first options are the correct answer. Okay, now before I forget, Aman here had a question that which connectors can we use in summarize written text? Can somebody answer, please? Which connectors we can use in summarize written text?
Moreover. Additionally. Furthermore. Lastly.
And lastly.
In conclusion.
So basically, we must try to join three sentences. Sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, full stop. There can be only one full stop in our answer. Before the last sentence, because it is the last sentence, you should always write comma and lastly comma. Remember, you have to put the comma as I am suggesting you to. Okay. And between the first two sentences, either you can put a semicolon or you can put a comma. Both are accepted. Again, I'm saying both are accepted. And after that, you will write either moreover, comma, or you will write however, comma. Okay? When you want to
Okay,
add
sir.
a new sentence after sentence 1 in continuation or a new statement, then you write moreover with a small m. By mistake in our answer, if M or H is capitalized, instantly we will get a 0, instantly. So we have to be very careful that it has to be a small letter. So if the tone is
Moreover is
changed,
a small.
yes, moreover also with a small m and however with a small h. Any one we can use, obviously, right?
Okay, sir.
कुछ add करना है तो moreover, कुछ contradict करना है तो however.
Okay, sir.
And one more important thing, because like since we are talking about this task, summarize written text, you'll get 2 questions in the exam. And
Yes, sir.
I have seen some scorecards of our students, of other students also, and I'm not kidding. I'll show you which type of scorecards I've seen. Listening is 90, speaking is 90, writing is also 90, and reading is like 55. And the overall score is also 90. I have seen a couple of, not one, but more than 7 or 8 scorecards I've recently seen similar scorecards. Now, why is this happening? Everything is so high. How come is reading so low? The reason is summarize written text. There's a very high chance that people who have got such scores are basically who have got very low scores in reading. By very low, I mean less, mid 50s approximately, I mean. They have probably not understood the actual passage. Secondly, they have picked up random sentences from the passage and just joined them using such conjunctions or connectors. And thirdly, they have not paraphrased anything in their answer. Paraphrased means what? rephrase, write something in your own words. Now, earlier, before the changes of 7th August, we did not need to paraphrase. But after the 7th August changes in PT, it is highly recommended. And I have said that in my video, if you see my 5-hour video on our portal. Plus, if you read the templates document, which is under study material on our portal Mockmaster, even there I have clearly written, don't copy paste 100%. Don't. There is a very high chance that the software will penalize your answer. So at least 25 to 30% try to paraphrase. Don't write exactly ditto, word by word, same. Otherwise, don't blame me later that I didn't tell you. I'm telling you right now that you have to paraphrase something. And that doesn't mean that you just use 1 or 2 synonyms in your answer. 1 or 2 synonyms is not paraphrasing. Again, I'm saying 25 to 30% of your answer you need to write in your own words using the words which are in that sentence which you have picked up from the passage. Okay, now, yes, Kuljit, you have a question?
Yeah, just one thing, sir. I mean, for the higher superior scope, do we need here in a summarized written text change the voice as well, or just paraphrasing 20-30% words are enough?
I don't think you need to change the voice. If you do,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
okay.
there is chances of grammatical mistake or something, so that's why I was.
No, there is no such need to change the voice. As long as you're paraphrasing your answer a bit, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Sorry, Mathilde, you have a question?
How can we master the task summarize written text?
How? But basically, it has 2 parts.
Yeah.
Just give me a second, please. Just a moment. I need to plug in my charger. 1 minute, please. All right. So what I was saying is that there are 2 parts in summarize written text, which we need to understand. First, very important part is what we write in the answer. What means content? Content means the reading score. And the second important part is how we write our answer, means without any mistakes. And how means the writing score. The first step obviously should be to very quickly skim and scan the passage. Mainly scan the passage for repetitive words and the main words so that we understand what is the theme of the passage. Is it about the French Revolution? Is it about Sydney Olympics? What is the passage about? Number one. Once we understand that, which should take roughly 15 to 30 seconds, like what, very quickly, just introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion, just see the main words. Number one. After that, trying to figure out which are the main sentences, which when I connect those sentences will make good sense as a summary. We don't have to include everything. It's not even possible. How to find out the main sentences? Generally, one sentence should have at least one of the repetitive words like Sochi Olympics, Sochi Olympics, Sochi Olympics. Let's say the whole passage is about a thing called the Sochi Olympics. So one sentence I'll definitely write which introduces the concept of Sochi Olympics, for example. Okay. How to pick up the other sentences? Very simple. Either you need a sentence which says that, generally the sentence which you pick up, it will have the word that in the middle. That's a very vague, like a very generalized statement I'm making right now. But still, for example, researchers claimed that, scientists found out that, the outcome of the experiment was blah, 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 something. So such sentences are very important for content points, because what is the outcome of that event or that operation or that research experiment, whatever, that is being mentioned. So we have to choose one such sentence. And generally, there will be such sentences, generally. And the other type of sentences which you must choose are sentences which have modals. Modals means what? Can, must, should, will, could, would, might. But generally, the sentences which have must and such words, like students must attend the class today. It's a very important sentence. And thirdly, sentences themselves, which you should choose, will have words like important, relevant, or essential, vital, imperative. All these words mean the same thing, important, basically. Now, when the sentence itself has such a word, will it be important or not? Yes, it will be important generally. So that's it. This is your summary. You pick up such sentences, you combine them. Automatically, it will make some sense. So the trick is, first step, quick scanning. Second step, try to understand these sentences. Third step, type as quickly as possible so that you have enough time to check your answer for spelling mistakes, for typing errors, for grammatical mistakes. Because when you paraphrase your answer, write a few words on your own, there is a chance that you could have made a silly grammatical mistake, a silly typing error, which you don't want to have, which you don't want to happen. You don't want to see that happen. So it's very important you check your answer multiple times. Also, please remember that in this task, the maximum word limit which is allowed is 75 words. Not even one word should be more. Maximum 75 and one full stop only at the end. So sometimes I've seen, let's say there is a sentence on a very hot day. For example, let's say this is one part in a sentence which you have written. Now, let's say your word limit has exceeded and has become 76 words. Now, you know what students do, generally students who are not that strong at grammar, what they do by mistake, they remove a. They remove articles like a and the, they remove from their answer. And that is a very major grammatical error. You should never remove articles. Now, in such sentences, if you want to reduce the word count, what you should do, you should remove such
adjective.
quantifiers, very, few, little, such words you can remove. That is fine. But you cannot remove articles. That is the rule. So, and the last thing, how to improve any task in PT and any task in any such English test is, you do the same task repeatedly in one day. In 24 hours, do it as many times as possible repeatedly. Realistically, how many summaries can somebody do in one day? Maybe 50 to 60 can do. Realistically, I'm saying 7, 8 hours. Like you do it 1 hour, you take a break, you again do 50, 60 questions. Anyone can do. Anyone can do. It's just the willpower and the motivation you need to sustain yourself that I want to do one more question, one more question. You do one day, you will become an expert. Just one day. But you have to invest that time. Then it will happen. Okay? All right. Okay. Vijayata, what's your question?
Sir, from the last 1.5 months, I didn't attend the classes because I was out of country, even
Mm-hmm.
after the new changes. So I
Mm-hmm.
just want to ask how can I get the deeper understanding in the new task or
Correct,
just,
correct. Very simple.
yeah,
Tomorrow and on Sunday,
yeah,
don't attend the classes.
okay, okay.
Just go to our portal.
Hmm.
As soon as you log in, we have redesigned the portal a bit,
Yeah,
and you will see my video in the middle of the screen.
yeah. That 5 hours video?
Yes. Watch it from start to end. That's it.
Yeah,
Just
okay,
watch it part 1 hour now, 1 hour in the evening, 1 hour tomorrow morning, 1 hour. It's actually just 4.5 hours, not even 5.
okay.
Make your notes. Understand each and everything I'm saying. Don't miss anything. I
Hmm.
have explained the changes in our essay template. And yes,
Hmm.
one more thing. When you're watching the video, in a separate window, open Mockmaster, the website.
Yeah,
By the way, guys, now we also have Mockmaster app. So you can also search it on your phone. Go to your app store and just search Mockmaster. You can install the app. You can sign in with the same credentials as you use for the website. So we have PT, we have NATI, and we also have IELTS. So whichever course you have enrolled in with us, you will be able to practice on your app also. Anyway, coming back. So open this templates document in a second window. And when I'm explaining a particular task which has a template, try to correlate what I'm saying in the video and how I've given examples in the template document. It's a very lengthy document this time. It's almost a 50-page document.
yeah,
So even for write essay, for example, I've explained how the same universal essay template which I have made, I've edited a bit. This time I've made some minor changes which improves the structure. So automatically complex sentences will be written by you. Even if you don't want to write, you will still write complex sentences and the score.
yeah. I saw the changes in the essay as
Like
well.
although, but, since, such words I've added while in the sentence formation.
Yeah,
And I have given examples of 3 different types for each task this time. So even for the essay, I have given, I think, advantage, disadvantage, problem solution, and agree, disagree. Because many times people ask, no, how can we use the same template in different essay types and how can we write it? So pause the video, read the template example. So that way, if you watch the video from start to end, I guarantee you, you will understand every single thing, every change, the score redistribution, how many points, what are the penalties, everything.
okay,
That's all you need to do. And then start taking mock tests. That's it.
okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yes, Aniket, your question?
Yep. For the summarized written text, likewise, we do use templates in summarized spoken text.
Hmm.
Like the lecture is about this, and moreover, these points.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
can we use that in a summarized written text though? It's kind of same, but we can add
And
more.
can we use one template in another? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Ideally not, because now see what has happened with PT is the software is expecting more content and lesser fixed sentences or fixed structures in our answers. So that is the reason in summarized written text, there is honestly no need of any template. It is just a structure. So, the words like moreover and lastly, they're just connecting the ideas.
Yeah.
Now, there, if I start writing, this passage is about something, comma, which explains more briefly about something, I can also make a template. It's not that hard. Anyone can make it, but it's not helpful. So, why should we, spend the time and energy on doing it? You're getting my point.
Yep.
So it is better you write sentences which are picked up, and then you tweak the sentences, you modify the sentences a bit here and there. For example, let's say there's a sentence in the passage that the French revolution, my God, revolution was the most sensational event of the 19th century that changed the way humans think and act. Now let's say I want to paraphrase this, okay? So I'll write like this. The French Revolution was the most spectacular event of the past, comma. So instead of that, we can also use which. But if we use which in the middle of the sentence, we need a comma. So we write like this, which altered, right? Changed, altered, synonyms. The way humans behave. Moreover, something. So
Yep.
this
Okay.
is what paraphrasing is. You don't change just one or two synonyms. You write a few words on your own also. And the software will give you full marks if you write your answer like this. That's it. All right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
So if we have skipped like some words in between, like from if we write the French Revolution was the most sensational event that changed the way human
That is
thinks
also
and act.
completely fine. Yes. So
Okay.
for example, you have skipped these.
Yeah.
That is also fine. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're not changing the meaning, you're not misrepresenting the information, everything is fine. All right. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, I'm going to show, going to give you all two questions to solve, and then we'll discuss both together. I'll give you all 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is question number 1. And then we have question number 2. Okay, solve both these questions. I'll be back very soon. Okay, thanks. Okay, guys, time up. Let's please check both the questions now.
The first question answer is arrivals.
Yeah, 1 minute. Human behavior often dash unconscious biases.
Reveals.
Yeah, human behavior reveals means it shows. Some bias means some favorism in our behavior, which even we are not aware of. That is why it is unconscious. We are not consciously aware. So it reveals, shows. You see the comma before which? So generally before which you need a comma in the middle of a sentence, generally. Which dash decisions in subtle ways.
Influence.
Now the main subject is before the comma. Which is the main subject? Biases. That is plural with es. So the verb will be without
Without
s. So the answer should be which influence decisions. And how do you pronounce this word?
subtle.
Subtle. The B is silent. So how do you
Subtle.
pronounce subtle?
Subtle.
Like, like a space shuttle, but instead of sure you say subtle.
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 Yes, like that, subtle. Because this word many times comes in read aloud. So you might mispronounce it.
What does this mean?
Like sophisticated.
Okay, thank you.
Or not very openly visible. Like that's what it means. Okay. If individuals dash awareness.
Cultivate.
Cultivate. Cultivate means, in this sense, it means if they create self-awareness, create. They may dash judgments more fairly.
Evaluate.
Yeah,
Evaluate.
they may evaluate judgments more fairly. If they cultivate awareness, they will evaluate judgments more fairly. Researchers have long dashed the complexity of bias.
Contemplated.
Contemplative.
Contemplated.
Contemplated. Contemplated means have thought about, done a lot of research and analysis. You think deeply. That is the meaning of to contemplate. Should I do this? Should I not do this? So that is called contemplating. Now we go to the next question. Diplomatic negotiations dash fragile trust.
Construct.
Foster.
Undermine.
Firstly, you see after the comma, after. What is the word?
Missteps.
Missteps. And before missteps, what is the connector? So this is negative. So before the comma, you will have something positive. Which word is positive? There are only two positive words,
Positive.
construct and foster.
Foster.
The correct answer is foster.
Foster.
Yet, small missteps can dash tensions.
Ignite.
Ignite.
Ignite. Ignite means create. If leaders dash patience.
Exercise.
Exercise.
Exercise. Exercise or abandoned?
No, because progress.
Because progress. So if leaders exercise patience, exercise means have, H-A-V-E, have patience. Progress may dash gradually.
Unfold.
Unfold.
See, unravel and unfold are very similar in meaning also. But unravel is generally more like a mystery which will unravel in front of your eyes. Like suspense and mystery. When it is something very normal, which will happen in its due course of time, we say unfold. We don't use unravel. Okay? The slight difference in the usage of both words. History has often
Witness.
Witness.
generally with the word history, we use witness.
Witness.
History has often witnessed such delicate balances. Let's continue. I want all of you, after the class ends, to download the app on your phone. And while you are practicing, if you come across any issues, any glitches on the app, and it's available on both Android as well as iPhone. So if you come across any glitches, please share a screenshot or a small video of the problem which you face on the app, and I'll send it to the development team and we'll try to get it solved. Okay. The name of the app is Mock Master, one word without any space. You can also share with your friends who are looking for PT, IELTS, or NATI training. Okay, let's continue. Okay, solve this one, guys. Okay, guys, let's check the answers now. In recent years, artificial intelligence has dash rapid advancements.
Nest.
Witnessed.
Witnessed.
Generally, when it says something about history, Basically, recent years also means history. So, yeah, witnessed. While its applications dash from healthcare to education, from is the hint.
Range.
Ranged.
Ranged from.
Ranged from point A to point B, correct. It's a range. Critics argue that ethical safeguards have not dash established adequately.
Been.
Been.
Not
Been.
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 Correct. Adequately means enough.
Enough. Enough.
Yeah, adequately means enough, yes. If regulations are dash inconsistently,
Implemented.
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 public trust could dash severely.
Deteriorate. Deteriorate.
Degenerate.
Could deteriorate severely. Let's continue.
Got a doubt in the fourth one.
Yeah.
Could be a collapsing as well, right? If we is using ismr, there will be
If regulations are dash inconsistently. No, see, collapse is collapse. So basically, you cannot measure, I mean, what or how much something has collapsed. What is the meaning of collapsed? What does it mean?
like to break down or something.
Break down, to go down, yeah, to get destroyed, for
Destroy.
example, finished. So we don't generally measure how we measure the severity of a collapse. A collapse is a collapse. You generally don't quantify it. But here the main word is inconsistently. Means what? Not in a consistent way.
Yep.
And also we're talking about regulations. Like rules and regulations need to be enforced by the government or by a governing body, generally.
I did thought about the implemented earlier, but when you add r, I thought it would be collapsing.
Okay, see, R is there for two reasons. First, to help the main verb, and secondly, because the noun before it is plural. So after a plural noun, if we have a verb in V3 or ing, then we need a helping verb. And
Yeah.
the helping verb depends on the noun before the subject verb agreement. So the subject is plural with S. That is why you need a plural verb, which is R.
So what if there would be, instead for implemented, it would be implementing?
No. If it is implementing, it means it is in the active voice. And here this sentence is in the passive voice. There's a difference. Implementing means that thing itself is doing it. Are regulations implemented on their own? No. Who is implementing? The government, right?
Yep.
So actually, what is the sentence? If regulations are implemented inconsistently by someone, it is not written, but it is implied. It means by the government. And whenever there is by, whether it is written or it is implied, it means it is in the passive voice. And what you are saying, that will make the sentence in the active voice. Active voice means the doer is doing something. And passive voice means by, receiver. Somebody else is doing something, and the something is written first in the sentence and then by someone.
Yeah. Okay.
So regulations cannot implement on their own. They need to be implemented by someone. So that is the difference.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is a good question. Let's see how many of you get all correct. 5 out of 5. Let's see. Okay, let me share it on the screen. 1 minute. Okay, solve it. Okay, let's check the answers, guys. The theory of evolution dash extensive debate since its
Has
proposal
sparked. Has sparked.
has
Tara,
sparked. Yeah, the correct answer should be has sparked. So whenever you have a sentence with since, it is in the present perfect, that is the tense. And in the present perfect tense, we either need has, have, or had before the main verb. Okay. And how do we choose whether it's has or have? With the word before of. Which is that word? Theory. Is it singular or plural? It is singular. So with a singular noun or a singular pronoun, you use has. And with a plural noun or a plural pronoun, you use have, have. So the correct answer is has sparked. Although scientific evidence dash overwhelmingly supportive.
Remained.
remains.
Remains.
Remains or remain or remained?
Remains.
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 Remain.
It is still in the present tense. Okay, number one. So how can we use remained? We cannot. And evidence is uncountable. Can you count evidence? No, you cannot
No.
count the word evidence. It is an uncountable noun. So an uncountable noun will be followed by a verb which ends with s or es. So the answer should be remains. Some groups dash its validity. Groups, is it singular or
Challenge.
plural?
Challenge.
It is plural.
Plural.
So the verb will be without s. Challenge. Now the next sentence is very interesting. It starts with if. If is a conditional. Always remember. If scientific literacy dash more widely promoted.
Was.
Were.
Were.
Way.
Were.
Was.
Even in the
Were.
previous class, I explained this rule to all of you. Some of you might remember, some of you might have forgotten it. It's a very important rule. In such a sentence, if the verb which has to be chosen is a verb, which like here you can see, some are verbs, some are adverbs. If the noun or the pronoun is uncountable, then you have to choose a verb in the plural form, not singular. So the answer should be were, not was. For example, if I were born in a richer family, not if I was born, it will be I were. Always remember this rule, okay? So this was the tricky part in this question. Misconceptions might dash gradually, means slowly.
Deteriorate.
Deteriorate.
Diminish.
Diminish.
How can it be deteriorate? Deteriorate means
Down.
bad to worse. Misconceptions means misunderstandings. I dash diminish gradually. Diminish means reduce or vanish, disappear. Understand the sentence, right? If
Yep.
scientific literacy means people are scientifically educated, then misunderstandings will gradually diminish, go away. Correct?
Yep.
Yes. Sorry, sir, could you tell the answer of first and second? I just missed.
The first one is has sparked,
Yeah,
and the
right.
second one is remains.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, in fourth blank, if scientific literacy, how do we choose like it's had or were? Both sounded similar. If scientific literacy had more
No,
wide.
no. See, with had, you cannot fit just had. You need if scientific literacy had been. Because it is in the passive voice.
Okay.
So you cannot have just had. You need been with it.
Okay, sir.
Why? How do you know it's in passive? Because it is implied. It is
Promoted by
implicit that it is by someone. Correct. That is why passive. And passive cannot be without been.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So such a rule is called a subjunctive. That is what it's called. You know, that this were form, it's called a subjunctive form of the verb. Just technically, I'm sharing. Okay.
Sorry,
Let's.
sir, just last a very silly one. Evidence is singular or RD? Journal? We have
Evidence is uncountable. As a word itself, it is uncountable. We never say evidences. We cannot say.
okay, so evidence is plural, so we have to choose the verb plural.
Evidence is generally considered to be uncountable. And after an uncountable noun, we always choose a singular verb.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Tim.
Okay, guys, solve this one quickly. Okay, it should be done by now. Let's please discuss the answers. Modern journalism dash under immense pressure.
Operates.
Correct. Why operates? Because journalism is uncountable singular. So the verb will end with S or ES. So the correct answer is operates. While. While is either a comparison or continuation. Can be either of them. While speed often dash accuracy.
Undermines.
Speed is again uncountable. You cannot count and it's a noun. Again, the verb ends with S or ES. Undermines. It can also dash something over something.
Prioritize.
This one is easy because after can, which is a modal, you always need V1, the base form of the verb. And the base form of the verb is prioritize. Without S, without ED, without ING. If editorial standards dash compromised. Are compromised. It is in the present tense, not the past. So the present plural after standards should be are. The credibility of media outlets may
Suffer.
dash.
Suffer.
Yeah,
Suffer.
the credibility will suffer. Nobody will trust media outlets. Credibility means credit, credit worthiness. Yes, Aniket.
For the like, it could be like will may suffer, right? Like if we are using are compromised, it would be like outlets will may suffer.
But either you can use will or you can use may. How can both words come together? Any one can
Will
come.
be some in kind of in future, and may will be like it could be like
Yeah,
possible.
may is probability
Yeah,
and will
and
is certainty in the
for
future.
future, yeah.
But why, why should it be? I mean, what is the problem with may? May means it's a belief. May happen, may not happen.
Yeah, because we use standards are compromised, and
Yes.
if the standards are now compromised, it will be happen in future. If we say standards were compromised, and these outlets will may happen now, may suffer now.
No, no, there is no such rule like that. That if something is happening now, see, may, the word may, no, even that is in the future only, no, because it has not happened so far. So
Yeah.
when you're talking about probability, percentage chance,
Mm-hmm.
then you can use may. There is no rule that you have to use will only. May can also be used in the future, no? For example, let me give a very similar example. If students are negligent with their studies now, comma, they may fail the test. Same example. There is no, I'm not sure whether they will or they will not. That is why I'm using may 50-50. That is also in the future only, because it hasn't happened now. But I am predicting what may or what might happen based on what I see right now. But I'm not sure. And if I'm not sure, how can I use will? I cannot.
Yep. Okay.
Both can be used in the future tense. I mean, for the future.
Yep.
All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's check everyone. Educational reforms dash frequently proposed as solutions to systemic challenges.
Are
Are. Present plural are. Why plural? Because reforms is plural. While some initiatives dash success in specific regions.
Have
Have demonstrated
Very good. Have demonstrated. Why have demonstrated? Why?
initiatives.
Initiatives.
is plural.
Initiatives is plural and it is something ongoing. So whenever something is ongoing, it will be the present perfect. And present perfect needs has or have. And because it is plural, initiatives we choose have. So have V3, verb 3, demonstrated. Others dash due to poor implementation. Now you need something negative.
Platter.
But how do you pronounce that word? Is it flatter or falter?
Fault.
Falter.
Falter. The R you don't have to say R. It is half R, half silent. Falter, like Falta. Just imagine there is no R. So you pronounce it like that. Falter.
Auto.
Falter. Yeah, like Walter. You know, like the name Walter. You don't say Walter. Like you don't say water. You just say water. Can I have a glass of water, please?
Water.
Water. Yeah, no, you don't say water. Water.
Water.
Like that. Yeah, falter. Okay.
What does it mean, sir? Falter means.
It means to not be able to progress smoothly, to stop, to fall down. It means to make a mistake.
Well, cheered.
You're not able to progress smoothly because of obstacles. So you falter along your path.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. If policymakers dash long-term vision, lack without S, correct? Because makers is with S, so the verb will be without S. Plural noun, plural verb. Meaningful change may dash.
Materialize.
Materialize.
No.
vanish
Elaborate.
Meaningful change.
because the lack of long-term vision
Establish.
needs to be negative.
Oh, meaningful change may
We need something negative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
vanish.
Because
vanish.
lack. The first is, yeah, if there is no long-term vision, meaningful change may, it's either vanish or extinguish. I think it will be vanish or extinguish. If policymakers lack long-term vision, meaningful change may not happen. And not happen in a sense will be vanish, right? Vanish or extinguish, which one sounds correct? I'm asking.
Finish. Vanish.
Will vanish.
Vanish.
Vanish is like a disappear, right?
Yeah, it's gone. And then extinguish is like going to be gone. I'm not sure.
Like the flame of the candle
Yeah,
extinguished
extinguish.
means it's gone.
I think if I can explain something, for extinguish, it should have happened before, like the flame of the candle should have existed before, and then it switch off, then extinguish. Whereas for vanish, it's like this never happened.
No,
Like
vanish
for the
is also the
poor,
same.
implementation, due to poor implementation at the beginning,
Mhm.
it should have vanished.
So which is the correct one according to you?
Vanish.
Vanish.
Yeah.
If policymakers lack long-term vision, meaningful change may disappear.
Yeah, that's why it didn't make sense for the vanish even.
I know.
But even extinguish doesn't sound the right word, That's the problem with
Maybe, like, what's the exact meaning for exaggerate?
exaggerate.
Yeah.
Speak something out of proportion. For example, you just have a small cut on your finger, but you
Mm-hmm.
are showing as if your whole finger is cut.
Dramatizing.
Dramatize it, yeah. You're blowing things out of proportion. That is the meaning of to exaggerate. Bada chada ke bolna.
Mm-hmm. And the materialize?
Materialize means something will become a reality. It will take
Come
place.
into
It could be the
existence.
materialize that because change may gonna happen, like change may materialize.
But the fourth blank is lack, no. Means they don't have that vision. They are lacking vision, so it's negative. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me change one thing, okay? Instead of may, I will write may not. Now I think it's better. With may not, only one option will fit. Materialize. So let's keep it this way. Because vanish and extinguish both don't sound that correct, that much correct. That's why. Okay, let's continue. Let's do one or two more questions. We still have some time. Yeah. Any other doubts in any other section you want to ask me before we end the class? Anyone?
That's a summarize spoken text.
Yes. What's your question?
Sir, I don't know where we put that the.
Okay. If something is very specific, then we put the. Something is very specific, then we put the. But for example, there's also another case where we have to put the, and that is when you write something with of something, okay? Something of something. For example, something of something. So it is compulsory to add the before the first subject. This is one rule. Okay?
Okay.
Compulsory. Of something, the something, of something. Now, whether this first subject is singular or plural doesn't matter. The is compulsory. Clear? This much?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the first rule. The second rule is when you're talking about something very specific, for example, the sun, the moon, the government, something specific, the atmosphere, the environment, the behavior. Now, here also, two things matter. One is obviously before such words, it is compulsory to write the. That is one thing because these are specific things.
Yes, sir.
And the second thing is never write something which doesn't make complete sense. For example, the sun, the moon, the government, these do make sense. But if I write the behavior, it is not making complete sense because I'm not mentioning whose behavior, correct? So what do I need to write? I need to write something of humans, of animals, of birds. So it needs more context. So again, this thing, let's say the government, it is the government of some country or some state, correct? So in reality, it is the government of some place. But it is implied. Even if we don't write it, it is implied. But because it is implied, what should we add? We should add the.
Okay.
But if there are uncountable nouns, for example, urbanization, globalization, before such words and also before uncountable nouns like milk, water, air, we don't add the. We don't add any articles. Is it clear? If such words are used alone in isolation, we don't use the. But let's say you're writing this, the globalization in China, or let's say of the world. Now again, you wrote of,
Yes.
so again you need the. But if it's just that word, you will not use the.
Only the use with the word of, not other
Yeah,
prepositions.
generally that's the rule, yes.
Okay.
Because that makes it something very specific. The United States of
America.
America. But before a name, for example, Australia, India, we don't say the Australia. That is incorrect grammar. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
say the India. Similarly, if there is a plural noun, for example, Australians, we don't say the Australians. Generally, we don't.
Yes.
We just say Australians. That's it. Clear?
Okay.
If it's a plural countable noun, you don't need any articles. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, let's do one more question, please. This will be the last question. For those of you who are in Melbourne, our branches at Clayton and Truganina, both these locations are open on weekends as well, from 10:30 to 1:30 in the morning, 3 hours, tomorrow and Sunday. So if you wish, you can definitely go there and attend a 3-hour practice class, which will be very helpful. You can also do it online and you can also do it in person. Okay? All right. And since you asked about summarize spoken text, as much as possible, try to write longer phrases in our template. Only in the second sentence of the template, like moreover, comma, this lecture sheds light on. In that sentence, you can write multiple nouns separated by a comma, and before the last one, you write comma and. Or even there, you can write a full sentence like moreover, comma, this lecture sheds light on the increasing cases of COVID-19 in the world. You can write a full sentence there. Whenever you write a full phrase or a sentence, which is grammatically correct, your listening score will jump up very quickly towards 80 plus. Like a superior English score, 8 each, 8. So in all descriptive tasks, whether it is summarize group discussion, retell lecture, summarize spoken text, these 3 tasks are now very important for the content, for the actual listening score. And there are 2 more tasks also, 3 actually. One is repeat sentence. The next is listening fill in the blanks. And the third one is write from dictation. So these 3 tasks will also contribute very heavily to listening. All right. Let's solve this question. This will be the last question. Let's solve it together. Okay. The fall, you see this, Neha? The fall of. So before fall, we have to write the. Same logic.
Yes.
The fall of the Roman Empire dash a turning point in European history? Which will be the correct
Represented.
answer? Represented. Although the Western Empire dash in 476 CE, past.
Collapse.
Past means
Collapse.
collapsed, past, simple past. Whenever there is a specific timeline, we generally use simple past, not past perfect, like not had collapsed. We just use simple past. Its cultural and legal influence dash long afterward.
Endures.
Endures.
Yeah. Endures
Endures.
means it is still ongoing because now we are talking in the present. Present means ES. Okay. Scholars argue that if the Eastern Empire dash more resources to the West,
Sorry, sir.
Had allocated.
Had allocated.
Sorry, sir. I mean, cultural and legal influence. This will be counted as singular.
Influence.
I'm sorry, you're actually, should it be endures or endured? Its culture and a legal influence dash long afterward. I think it should be endured, not endures. Endured long afterward. Sorry, ask again. What about cultural and legal? Sorry.
I was saying, I mean, it is the plural, two terms, so we will use.
Yeah, it will be plural, yes.
Yeah, so
We
we will
have to
use the
understand
plural.
whether we are talking in the present or the past. So we are talking in the past tense still. So it will be endured.
Have to use the endure only without s.
Then it will be in the present tense, no, without s.
Yeah, it's cultural, legal influence.
If it
Long.
is one thing in the present, it will be endures. If there are two things in the present, it will be endure. But
Yeah,
if you're talking about the past, that is why it will be endured.
yeah.
That is the logic. Scholars argue, so now in present, okay, scholars are arguing that, but they are talking about the past. If the Eastern Empire dash more resources to the West, so
Had
we are
allocated.
talking in the
Had
present
located.
about the past. So about the past means
Had located.
had allocated, correct?
Mm.
The collapse might dash delayed significantly.
Have been.
Have
Have
been.
been.
Might have been. So these are the correct answers. All right. So that's it, guys. As I said, please do download the app. The app is named the same as the website, Mock Master. You can use the same credentials which you're using on the website, and you don't need to sign up. You can just sign in. Only if somebody is not having an account on Mock Master, then obviously you need to sign up first and then you can sign in again. All right. So thanks a lot, guys. I think that's all for today. I'll see you all very soon. Also, the new prediction file is already live on our portal. The prediction file for September and October. You can also download it from the portal on your phone or your laptop. It's a PDF document and you can practice it. And as I said, if you're still confused about the changes and the recent changes and how to use the templates, then please watch that 4.5 hour video on the portal from start to end. It will give a very clear picture about each and every smallest possible thing as well. All right. So thank you very much. And before your real test, do take enough mock tests on Mock Master. If whenever possible, try to take full tests, not sectional tests, because the full tests have also been updated with as per the new format. So the 2 new speaking tasks have also been added. And in summarized written text, you will have 2 questions. So speaking and writing, particularly these 2, take more time now in the real exam. And one more important thing, the overall timer for the reading section has been reduced even in the real exam to somewhere around 23 or 24 or maximum 25 minutes. Earlier it used to be around 28 to 30 minutes. So even in our mock tests on our platform, we have reduced the timer for reading, just like the real test. So it's a very similar experience which you will have in the real exam also. And whenever you take a full mock test, always take it with a headset which has a mic. And always keep some disturbance on in your background at home, so that a similar environment is created. Because otherwise at home, you will score really high because there'll be no disturbance. But in the real exam, you'll be flustered, you'll be confused and you'll panic because everybody around you will be speaking at the same time. That's why. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening, good day. I'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Malcolm.
Abhishek.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.